Hi everybody, welcome to Soul Purpose Yoga. My name is Susan Coffey, for those who do not know me. And we are going to have 75 minutes of a slow flow yoga class. And again, you're going to say 75 minutes, yikes, oh my gosh. So this is the end of the day, evening class. So 15 minutes of that is going to be Shavasana, where you're laying down and just resting. And because we're in Milton Cable Access and I can't help adjust, we do not do any standing postures. Everything we do, the highest we will get is maybe a low lunge, and that's the highest we're going to get. So this is, again, is a slow flow, not a vinyasa, slow flow yoga class for the evening via candlelight, if you'd like. So you're at home, you can be dressed however you want to be dressed, yoga clothes, pajamas, you can be just in relaxing. I would suggest very relaxing clothes. And I will go over our props. First, I'd like to introduce my assistants who come and go. This is Monsieur Pierre Popcorn. He's already zenned out for the night. And this is Mr. Fenway Park. And he got coiffed today, as you can see. We kept his little head a little bubble. So they're my assistants. And again, Mr. Fenway Park is really excited because baseball season, yay, is coming around the corner, the Red Sox. But I do seriously want to get into the props for those that have not taken my class before. So I preface everything. Well, let me just do a little introduction of myself that people that don't know me. Again, my name is Susan Coffey. I am a Milton native, and well, I lived other places and circled back. And I am certified in Vinyasa Yoga, Yin Yoga, also a registered nurse who is, yes, still working. Can't give it up yet. And so props. I'm going to start again with the blocks. I suggest anybody that takes any yoga class, the studio, if you've taken in the studio, they provide these. But if you're maybe if you're doing it on YouTube or something like that, I would suggest getting 2 yoga blocks. And again, I've prefaced this before, thick yoga blocks. Because you can get yoga blocks that are half the size of this, but a lot of times you're using it to lean on, bringing the mat up to you. And these are much sturdier, I find, than the thinner ones. So I prefer the thick ones. And again, they help you get in the posture correctly. And that's, to me, what it's all about, getting into the posture correctly. Not how far you can stretch. Can you get your legs over your head? My yoga is all about mind, body, breath movement, and just kind of chilling out. Also, too, everyone that has taken my class knows I was a long-distance runner. People that probably know me know I was a long-distance runner because I've been running all over Milton. My knees are just very sensitive, especially on a hardwood floor. So I use a knee protector. This is a gardening tool. You can also use a nice thick blanket, a nice thick beach towel. Do not use pillows for your knees because you'll be all over the place. You need something that's going to stabilize you. Also, too, yoga strap. You may have one, you may not. You can also use a long scarf. We use this to open up the pec, open up the chest area. Open up back in the shoulders. Well, I always suggest water, even though this class you probably won't sweat because, again, it's an end of the evening class. We're just going to do a lot of relaxing postures. But it's always good to stay hydrated. I have to remind myself of that too. If you're in the mood, you can always get a nice, if you have a nice spray, you can always spritz yourself before the class, before Shavasana. And I'm going to play music. You can play your own if you'd like. You can kind of put me on, well, I wouldn't suggest putting me on mute because I do a lot of instruction. But anyway, I provided the music. Also, too, if you're into incense, some people are, some people aren't. You can always light incense with a nice little incense holder so it doesn't get on your furniture. And I think, oh, I'm sorry. If you have any kind of a bolster, it doesn't even have to be a yoga bolster. It can be a bolster that you use for your couch or your bed. That's great for a couple of the postures we do. Also, too, I would suggest grabbing a lot of pillows. And if you have assistants, they can join as well. So let's get it started. As they say, let's get this party started. I heard that today, too. I know that's an old, well, it isn't old to me, but anyway. We're going to start in lotus, or you can be lying down, because again, I always start my class with breath. And the breath, the breath that we get into, again, is we have two parts to the nervous system. And again, I'm sorry if people have taken this class, they're like, oh, here she goes again explaining, but I don't know if there's new people. So I like to explain the sympathetic is, again, what we work on all day long when we're busy, which is necessary. But we end up breathing up here. Oh, usually our teeth clenched and our shoulders are up here. So what I'd like to do is kind of get the shoulders down, teeth unclenched, and get the breath all the way down here into your belly. So you're getting full benefit of breath, which sets off that parasympathetic nervous system, the one that slows us down, helps us relax, and that way we can get into the postures a lot better. Okay, so with that being said, either start in lotus or you can stay lying down for this. So let's just take one deep breath in and then just let it out. And first, let's kind of, if you're sitting in lotus or lying down, relax the shoulders. If your hands are on your knees, make sure the wrists are relaxed. You're sitting up straight. If you are sitting, you can always sit up against the wall. Slightly open your mouth. You want to unclench that jaw. And then gently close your eyes and relax your forehead. And we're going to inhale through our nose and get all that oxygen deep into our abdomen. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth. You deflate the abdomen. So inhale through your nose. Get all that oxygen deep into your abdomen. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating the abdomen. Inhale through your nose. Get all that oxygen deep into your abdomen. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. So I'm going to let you do that on your own. Remember, slow breath, count of 3 once that oxygen gets down into the abdomen, and then exhaling, deflating the abdomen. And you can listen to the Native American flute while you're doing your breath work. And as you're breathing, this is a good time to set an intention for yourself, for somebody else, for someone that may not be with us but means the whole world to you. You're just sending out goodness to the world. Just some kind of good intention. Again, even thanking yourself for coming to your mat tonight. Let's all take one deep breath in together through our nose. Get all that oxygen deep into the abdomen. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. Great. So for those of you who are lying down, you can turn to your side and take your time meeting us in lotus. So for those of you who are in lotus, let's take our legs and let's just kind of shake them out. And we're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Because sometimes those legs can get a little tight, tingly, the hips, but we're going to open up the hips. We're going to touch every part, touch every part of our body. So with the yoga postures. So we're going to inhale our arms up. Take your palms and face them forward. Take an exhale. And you can breathe inhaling and exhaling while I just go over one little thing here. The reason the palms are facing out, we're going to go forward. We're going to just do a sitting fold forward. But instead of coming forward hunched over, we want to come forward, first of all, looking at something that's not moving, called our drishti, right in front of us. On the exhale, not yet, we're going to be leading with that chest. You want the shoulders back as we come forward, okay? So let's inhale those arms again up, palms facing out, and then let's gently exhale, but really try to lead with that chest as we come down. Bring our hands down. Try not to round. So you're bringing the hands down. You're still looking at that object in front of you. Now, once the hands go down, continue exhaling and drop the head and really let that head go. Let that neck, really let it loose. Again, we carry a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders. So we're going to inhale stillness and exhale, maybe reach out a little further, but make sure if the hips or the buttocks start to rise, if that happens, bring the hands closer back. Bring them back in towards you, okay? So inhale stillness. Exhale, try to come down a little bit further. And again, doing that breath work inhaling through the nose and exhaling out to the mouth. Really let that neck go. And then we're going to go hand over hand, placing the right hand on the mat and then the left hand on top of the right. Slightly, we're inhaling, slightly lifting that chin, and then exhaling and let the head drop. Now, if the left hip is rising or the left buttock is coming up, please bring your hands closer to center. Otherwise, we're going to inhale stillness. Exhale and maybe try to get that left hand further than the right. Relaxing the jaw. Trying to get those shoulders relaxed. I know it's easier said than done. And then hand over hand back to the center. Inhale, slightly lifting the chin, and then exhale and let it all drop. Again, inhaling stillness, exhaling, maybe coming a little further. You don't have to. You can just be inhaling and exhaling and stay exactly where you are. Again, I always emphasize, do not do any posture you do not feel comfortable with. You can just watch this whole class if you want to. Left hand down, and then right hand over left. Inhale slightly the chin up, and then exhale and let it drop. This time, make sure that right buttocks isn't rising. If it is, bring your hands closer to center. And we're inhaling, stillness, exhaling maybe a little further, or just inhaling and exhaling, relaxing the jaw. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. And then hand over hand to the center, slightly inhaling the chin up, and then exhale and let that head drop. And let's inhale and bring the hands back up. We're going to come back to our lotus position. Take your time, because I know sometimes people get a little woo when your head's down and you bring it up. Always bring your head up slowly, okay? You don't want to get dizzy. I'm going to shake those legs out, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. So let's take that, bend that right leg, if you can. Well, hopefully you can. As much as you can bend that right leg. And we're going to bring that left leg out. So the right leg is bent. And the reason we're doing it is we're going to do a fold forward. We're going to do a little bit different. We're going to inhale our arms up, exhale left hand behind us, and then inhale. And then again, exhale, leading, looking at something straight ahead. Now, the goal here is to try to get to the toes. You may not. You may get to your thigh. You may get to the top of your calf. You may want to bend your knee like I'm doing. And then slowly bringing that chest to the top of the thigh, and then let that head drop. And we're using that left hand behind us as a little bit of a crutch, like someone is gently behind you, just assisting you forward. Inhaling and exhaling. If you can straighten the leg out, great. So that way you're getting at the hamstrings. And let's slowly come back up again. And we'll bring that right leg around. Again, shake those legs out. Let's bend the left leg. You don't have to bend the left leg. If you want to keep both legs in front of you, go right ahead. But bring that right leg over to the right a little bit more. It's a little bit easier to reach it. So we're going to inhale those arms up. And then exhale that right arm behind you. That's your little helper. It gives you a little bit of a, not a push, but helps you get a little bit forward. Inhale, and then exhale. Again, trying to lead with the chest. I'm going to bend that right knee, reach my toes, and then exhale. Try to get the chest close to the top of that right thigh and let the head drop. Now again, that left hand may land on the top of the thigh. It may land on top of the calf. You may be really used to doing this and be able to just keep your legs straight with a little bit of a bend in your right knee. and come forward. So inhale and then exhale, maybe coming a little bit forward, using that right hand behind you just to kind of give you a little bit of a, I don't want to say push, I'm trying to find the word, a little gentle nudge. That's a better word, a little nudge. And again, we're trying to get at the hamstrings here. Inhale and exhale. Unclench your teeth, your jaw. Relax the shoulders. And let's slowly come back up again, always slow. Great, good job. Let's shake those legs out. We're going to come back into our lotus. So again, I always like to get at the neck. If people have been watching know, again, if you have any disc problems, any problems with your neck, any pain in your neck, you could just sit inhaling and exhaling and relaxing. So again, we want to get at the back of the, between the occipital and the clavicle here. We want to get at that tendon back in there that gets really tight. So we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, let's slowly drop the head. And again, really let it drop. You want to feel a nice stretch, even past the clavicle area there if you can. Really getting a nice stretch. Inhale back, and again, you can go back only as what's comfortable for you. Now my neck has been stiff, so I'm not going back as far as I usually do. Listen to your body. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale forward slowly. So we're keeping our head down, shoulders relaxed. Let's inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, let's inhale and look up to the right. Exhale, slowly center. Inhale, look up to the left. If this is causing any pain, you can stop doing it. Exhale to center. Inhale, looking up to the right, or if you're getting any dizziness, just sit in stillness. Exhale to center, down. And then inhale up to the left. Exhale to center. And then we're just going to go back and forth to right and left. And just inhaling and exhaling slowly. And going right to left slowly, very slowly. And then inhale up. Great job. So we're going to inhale those arms up. And then we're going to exhale the arms over to the right. That left hand goes out to the side of the right knee. The right arm behind you is still looking straight ahead. We're not looking over there yet. Let's inhale. And now we exhale, dropping the shoulders and looking over to the right. Inhaling and exhaling. Now you can stay here. You can take a little bit further if you like and gaze over that right shoulder. And if you want to do a little bit more with your neck, again, you do not have to. Stay what's comfortable to you. And you can inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Don't forget to be relaxing the jaw, breathing in and out. Inhale and then exhale the head back to center. Bring the right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee. Inhale those arms up again. And still looking straight ahead, exhale the arms to the left. So the right hand, the outside of the right hand is on the outside of the left knee, and the left arm is behind you. We're still looking straight ahead. Inhale, and then exhale, dropping the left shoulder, looking over to the left. Again, inhaling, exhaling, relaxing that jaw. Again, I give you the option if you want to gaze over that left shoulder to get a little bit further twist. And again, if you want to do some more loosening up of that neck, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, and then exhale the head to center, left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee. Great. So we're going to go into our table. I'm going to use my knee pad to protect my knees again, because I'm on a hardwood floor. So we're going to have, again, our hands underneath our shoulders, obviously. Spread out those fingers. Knees are hip width apart. Try to keep that abdomen in if you can. Feet, the tops of the feet are flat on the mat. This is our table, okay? So we're going to do a, before we do anything, let's go into a child's pose first. So let's bring those big toes together, knees out. And exhale and sit back, and you can place you want your arms stretched out, and you can place your hands, your head on the mat, or I like to place mine on a block, and just inhale and exhale. And again, if your buttocks don't touch your heels, that's fine, because sometimes people's knees are really tight. So you may be up a little bit further, but I always offer maybe putting a couple of pillows behind your knees and kind of sitting on those. If that's okay, if it's too much pressure on your knees, then take the pillows out. So just inhaling and exhaling in this delicious, what I call child's pose. And this posture I like to show people because if you are tired, if you don't want to do a posture, you can always go into your child's pose. And let's slowly come out of this. Take your time. So we're going to come back into our table, and we're going to do our standard cat-cow. It's really good for the hips. So again, you want that abdomen in for right now, but we are going to actually drop the abdomen, slightly tilt the buttocks, slightly tilt the chin, and inhale into our cow. And then we're going to tighten that abdomen again, and then round and exhale. And look right through our thighs into our cat. And you can really accentuate this. Inhale, drop the belly, slightly lift the buttocks, slightly lift the chin. Cow. Tighten that abdomen. Exhale, look right through those thighs into our cat. Inhale, drop the belly, slightly lift the buttocks, slightly lift the chin. Inhale to our cow. Tighten the abdomen and exhale and round into your cat. And then come back to center. So we're going to do our side plank. We're going to kickstand that right bottom, the right calf, calf, right bottom, lower extremity out to the side. Right hand goes into the top of the mat, but in the center. And then we exhale that right leg out first before we do anything. Then we inhale that left arm up. You can stay right here. If you want to exhale and really get a nice stretch, you can exhale and bring that arm as if someone's pulling that arm. You can bring that arm back up and do a little balancing here. Inhale and lift that left leg up, flexing the left foot. And also bring the arm back over if you'd like, kind of play with it a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. If you really want to go a little bit further, you can take your left hand and your left foot and your left hand and just kind of open up those hips, but pushing that left foot into the left hand. Again, you don't have to go this far. If you are, make sure you're looking at something that's not moving, because this is a balance. So let's bring that left leg down, left arm down, and we're back, left knee to right, and we're back in table. So let's kick that left lower extremity out. Left hand goes to the top of the mat in the center, right leg goes stretching out. And then we inhale that right arm up. You can stay right here. You can exhale and bring that right arm all the way over. Inhale the arm back up if you'd like, and then inhale that right leg up, keeping that foot flexed. And you can even exhale and bring that right arm over as if someone's pulling it. Inhaling and exhaling, and if you want to go a little further, you can take that right foot into your right hand, but you want to be opening up the hip, so bringing it back and pushing that right foot into the right hand. Again, you don't have to go this far. And then let's bring that right leg down, right hand down, and then back into our table position. I love this song. It's I always turn it up. So let's do a balancing table. We're going to bring that right leg out. And let's just kind of go back and forth in the ball of that right foot. Be conscious again of that abdomen, of your core. Try to keep that tight. So we're going to look, we're looking not straight up. We're looking a little bit down, but further out, okay? So let's inhale that left arm up. You can stay just like this. You can also inhale the right leg up, keep the right foot flexed, squeezing the right buttock, looking at a drishti, something that's not moving, and stay right here. Again, if you want to go a little further, the left palm turns, grab the top of that right foot, and push into that right foot into the left hand, looking at your drishti. Let's take our left hand down, right knee down, and let's just kind of go do circles a little bit here. And then we'll circle the other way. So we're going to take that left leg out, and we're going to put the weight on the ball of that left foot, and just kind of roll back and forth on the ball of that left foot. You can stay right here. You don't have to go any further. Again, be conscious of that abdomen. If you'd like, inhale, raise the right hand. Again, you can stay right here. If you want to go a little further, inhale that left leg up, flexing the left foot, squeezing the left buttock, looking at your drishti. Balance. Unclench the jaw. If you want to take a little further, turn that right hand so the palm is facing out and grab the top of that left foot and push it in, opening up that left hip flexor. Again, you do not have to go this far. I'm just giving you options. And then we're going to release that. Left knee goes down, And we're back into table, and we're going to go right into child's pose to counterpose what we just did. So toes together, knees out, and sit back, buttocks on your heels. And you can also take a sip of water as well and feel that stretch in the lower back. Make sure you're inhaling and exhaling and just enjoy child's pose. So let's slowly come back up into table. We'll turn this down a little bit. Great, let's see what time we have here. So we're gonna go into a low lunge. So we're gonna inhale and then exhale that right. We're just gonna bring that right foot around so the right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Again, I'm gonna use my blocks. Place them on the right by my right leg. And then I'm going to inhale up. Exhale. And then inhale my arms all the way up. Low lunge. Inhale and exhale here. So let's inhale those arms down and exhale and look over to the side. We're out to a T, looking over to the right. Inhale and bring that right arm onto your back of your left thigh and the left arm over. So we're doing kind of a reverse back bend here, very gracefully, and looking over at the right. Squeeze the left buttock if that helps keep your balance. Whoopsie. And then exhale out your arms back out again. And let's inhale our arms up and exhale them down to the mat or the high blocks like I have them. We're going to put our weight in the ball of that left foot and go into runner's lunge. And the reason that I like to have the blocks high, I want my chest again, I'm trying to not hump over. I want my chest open. I even go up on my little tippy toes and my fingers. Inhaling and exhaling, runner's lunge. So let's exhale that left knee back down again. Top of the left foot is flat. Let's place the right hand on the right block and inhale that left arm up. And again, that right knee is at a 90-degree angle. Let's exhale that left hand down to the mat or a block. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale that both hands down to the mat or the block. We're going to inhale them back up again. We're going to goal post. And when we goal post, make sure that abdomen is in. We really want to open up the pecs, get back at the, went out of the wing bones, but all of a sudden I went totally blank is what we're calling them. The traps, but not the traps. Scapulas. Okay, we want to open up this area. So we're doing goal post. Inhale the arms up, exhale the goal post. So inhale the arms forward, exhale back. Inhale forward. And then exhale and open up. Inhale. And then exhale the arms back. One more inhale with the hands. And then exhale back. Place those hands back down on the exhale on the block. And let's bring that right knee down. And we'll go back into our tabletop. So inhale. And then exhale that left leg. So the left knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Again, I'm going to use my blocks. Place my hands on my blocks. Come up and get myself situated. The top of the right foot is on the mat. I'm left knee 90-degree angle. And then we're going to inhale those arms up. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Inhale and exhale here. Make sure you're looking at something that's not moving. Squeeze the right buttock. Inhale the arms down to the shoulders and then exhale over to the left this time. Inhale the arms back up again. Exhale them down to the block. Let's put the weight on the ball of that right foot. Bring that right leg out. Runner's lunge. Really getting at that right hip flexor. And let's bring that right knee down back down onto the mat. Inhale the arms back up again. This time let's take that left hand to the back of the right thigh and let's a little bit of a back bend, bringing that right arm back and gracefully looking over to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. And then exhale that left arm, come a little back forward again. So both arms are up. And then let's exhale them out to goal post. Again, opening up this whole area here. And so this time we're gonna exhale forward. See if that feels better. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale and really try to open up this area here. Exhale forward, inhale back, exhale forward. Watch that abdomen that's staying in, and then inhale back and drop those arms down. And we're going to have that left knee meet the right and come right into I'm going to take a sip of my water, come right into our child's pose. So toes together. Buttocks on the knees, arms stretched out, and forehead on the mat or on a block. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's slowly come up. And we're going to go into our pigeon pose. And have a pillow ready. So we're going to go back into table. I'm going to walk myself back a little bit. I have to remember how long I am. And walk our hands forward. Abdomen in, exhale that right knee to the right hand. Now let's place the weight on the ball of that left foot so that leg rises, but it doesn't come up actually. The foot stays on the mat. This is just preparing us for pigeon. It's just a gentler way to get into it. And then we shimmy that right lower extremity. Again, it does not have to be parallel with the top of the mat. Do not lift it to try to do that. You're just going to injure yourself. So even if it's just slightly, you can only get a little bit, that's fine, okay? You don't want to just get the knee out of whack or the hip. You want everything in alignment. Drop that left knee once you feel settled. I'm sorry, before you do that, take the pillow, place it under the right buttock, and then drop that left knee. Top of the left foot slides back. You can stay up here. You can stay on your forearms, or your head can go on a block. What we're trying to do again is get at that piriformis, which is on each side of the buttock, and we're trying to feel it on the right side of the buttock, right buttock this time. And that piriformis, when it gets tight, it can cause low back pain, sciatica. So this is a great exercise to really help relax that piriformis muscle. You may not have to use the pillow. I just think it helps get into proper alignment a little bit better and to get into the position a little bit better. So slowly come out of this again, taking the time, getting your head up, okay? Let's put the weight in the ball of that left foot. The knee rises up, and it gives us a chance to remove the pillow, but keep the pillow handy. And then slide that right knee back to meet the left. We're going to walk the hands forward, try to keep that abdomen tight. Exhale the left knee to the left hand. So right now the top of the right foot is on the mat. We're going to take the weight and put it on the ball of that right foot. So the knee comes up. The ball of the right foot stays on the mat. So this is when we do our shimmying of the left lower extremity. Again, do not lift it. So it doesn't have to be totally parallel, okay? Just let it happen, as they say, organically. So we're going to take the pillow and put it underneath that left buttock. Then we slide the right leg back. The knee comes down, the top of that right foot comes down. Again, you can stay up here. You can come onto your forearms, or hand over hand, forehead, or you can place it on a block. And again, you can probably get a better view here. We're trying to get at this area right here. Well, you're probably in the position, but on the left buttock, but in deep, 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 there is that piriformis muscle, and we're trying to stretch that, because again, when that gets tight, which it does, it can cause low back pain and sciatica. This is also a great hip opener. So let's slowly bring our head up, again, very slowly. Come onto our hands, put the weight in the ball of that right leg, kind of lift that knee up, remove the pillow. Right knee down, left knee down, and I'm going to cross over at the ankles, sit back. You can have your pillow handy and a bolster if you'd like. We're going to do the full body stretch. Again, we're pointing our toes. We're taking our hands, the three fingers at the end, crossing over the index fingers together and cross over at the thumbs. Inhale and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come back down. And you can rest your head on a pillow. And I have to take this out of my hair because I don't want to compromise my neck. So arms are outstretched behind you, but make sure your chin is not down by your chest, or you're not hyperextended, meaning your chin is all the way back. You want, if you're opening your eyes, you're looking straight up. Inhaling and exhaling. Jaws relaxed. Let's bring those hands down. So the palms are up, they're by our side, but we want to get into that butterfly posture that opens up our hip flexors, which are here in the front of our hips, that bone right there, and in the hips. So we're going to take the soles of the feet together, bring them together. If you want, you can place a block sideways on either side of your thigh and just melt into this. You can be a still butterfly like me, or you can flutter your legs and be a fluttering butterfly. I love butterflies. Who doesn't, right? And then if this is too intense, which it can be for the hip flexors and the hips, you can always straighten your legs out and keep your arms open so your chest is open. You can come in and out of keeping your legs, your soles of your feet together and straighten them. Because again, I know it can be a little intense for the hip flexors. Now, if you're comfortable like this, stay like this. Again, we're going to do a more restorative that I do every class. If you want a little bit more restorative, if you can take your bolster, well, first you have to take your blocks. And then you're going to take one block, flatten, one slanted over that, and place your bolster right on the slanted, or two pillows on the slanted. Kind of shimmy back, legs are straight for right now, and then just kind of and then open up. With the bolster, you can really, really open up, and the pillows too, but the bolster, if you have a really bigger pillow too. And just enjoy, and then bring those soles of the feet together. So you're opening up the hip flexors and the chest. We're going to stay here for a couple of minutes because this is a restorative posture. For those that stayed in the position without the pillow, that's fine. If it's too much for your hip flexors, straighten your legs, because I know it can get intense. But we carry a lot of our tension, neck and hips. Unclench your jaw and just be breathing into the nose, getting all that oxygen deep into the belly, and then exhale out of your mouth. So for those that are using the bolster, let's bring your knees together and remove, slowly sit up, remove the bolster or your pillows. and your blocks, but keep the blocks handy. And for those that aren't using pillows or bolster, so all of us together in our butterfly, and then we're going to bring those, inhale, bring the knees together, exhale, and then inhale and try to bring that forehead as close to your knees as possible, giving yourself a hug. If you can go elbow to elbow, that's great. Some of you may not be able to, that's okay. You can bring your one hand under one knee, one under the other, and giving yourself a nice hug. And then we're going to exhale and bring the head back again. Bring those feet down. Let's take those arms. Inhale the knees up, and we're going to bring that, we're going to do another twist. So we're going to inhale, we're going to bring those knees over to the right very, very, very slowly. And make sure you're using your core here, your abdomen. You don't want to just plop the knees down, okay? So we're going to inhale, and then slowly, oops, I'm going to move this. Slowly exhale those knees over to the right, looking up at the ceiling. Take your time. Once those knees are down, you can still be looking up at the ceiling, or you can gaze over that left hand. So you're having a nice twist here. Inhale those knees up very slowly. Use your core. Bring your knees to center. Inhale. And then exhale and bring those knees over to the left. But again, very slowly with control, using your abdominal muscles. Bring those knees over to the left. Once you get them down, gaze over the right hand, or you can be looking up at the ceiling. Inhale those knees up very slowly, using that core. Wonderful. Let's bring those feet down. Let's grab a block, or if you want to do the actual legs up against the wall, you can do that, or you can do waterfall. So if you want to do legs up against the wall, you approach the wall sideways with your knees bent, buttocks as close to the wall as possible. Inhale the right leg up. Inhale the left leg up. Arms splayed out, and just feel that circuit. Just feel. I can just feel that fluid all the way going from my feet, ankles, all the way throughout my circulatory system. This is so great for your circulatory system. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, for those who don't want to go up against the wall, you can have your knees bent. I like to do something, sorry, slow it down a bit. You're going to have your knees bent, have your block in your hand. And you're going to inhale and lift up your hips. Take the block and place it on the coccyx sacrum area. And you may have to come in and out because you want to make sure it's comfortable, okay? Inhale the right leg up, and inhale the left leg up, and arms splayed out. And again, just feel. Especially if you've been sitting all day or driving all day. And this is something I suggest doing every day if you can. Especially at night, it helps you sleep better. And it's so good for your circulation. And this is, when you're using the block, we kind of call it waterfall rather than legs up against the wall. And who doesn't love a beautiful waterfall, right? Make sure your jaw is relaxed, your eyes are closed. You're breathing in slowly through your nose, getting all the oxygen down into your abdomen. And then exhaling out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. So for those of you who are on the block, slowly bring the right leg down, the left foot down. Inhale, remove the block, and we'll do a full body stretch. For those who are up against the wall, left leg down, right leg down, bend the knees. Everybody full body stretch. Before we go into Shavasana, we'll just do one more. Let's bring those knees, bend the knees, and bring the feet in closer. Inhale the right leg up and the left leg up. Take your index finger, the finger next to it. Bend your knees and try to wrap those two fingers around your big toes. And if you can't do that, you can bring them to the outside of your feet, your hands. And then exhale and try to open up those hips. And you can sway back and forth for our happy baby. It's another great hip flexor, hip opener. Let's bring those feet in together. Exhale down. And we will get ready for Shavasana. So, you're already laying down. I'm going to dim my lights. You can do the same if you'd like. I play soft music. I do read a passage. So I'm going to dim my lights. And actually, before I do that, you can spritz yourself if you have a nice oil or lotion, maybe preferably with lavender, forehead, temples, and neck. So lay yourself flat, arms splayed out, legs splayed out. You can keep your legs bent if you'd like, your head on a pillow if you'd like. And just start to really, hopefully you're already relaxed, but make sure you're kind of very comfortable. Throw a blanket over you if you're chilly. Socks on if you're chilly, okay? And again, I kind of let you do your own meditation here, but I do always suggest to start off with a happy thought. And again, that happy thought can be something that you're looking forward to. It can be you're thinking about somebody that makes you happy, an event that makes you happy, maybe even something from long ago that made you happy, a place you want to be in. Again, for instance, because it's still winter here, mine, as everyone knows that's watched this class, is me in a chaise lounge chair on a white sandy beach with the turquoise water. It's 85 degrees. I'm under a palm tree. I'm loving life. Whatever yours is, okay? And again, your thoughts are going to ebb and flow, and let them. You're going to hear outside noise, let it come in, and then let it go. There's no right or wrong with Shavasana. Just breathing in slowly through your nose getting all that oxygen into your abdomen. And exhaling. Although you can really kind of just slow your breathing down. Well, we've been slowing it down anyway, but you don't have to concentrate on your breath right now. Just relax into the Shavasana. Make sure your mouth is slightly open, your jaw is relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed, your eyes are closed, your forehead is relaxed. The road not taken. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry I could not travel both. But be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet, knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that made all the difference. Robert Frost. So you can start slowly moving your extremities. And again, you can stay laying down for the end of this class. But for those of you who want to come up, don't come up yet, but just start moving your extremities, keeping your eyes closed. And then slowly going over to your right or left side, what is ever more comfortable for you. Again, if you want to get up, if you want to stay laying down, go right ahead. For those that want to come up, slowly come up to lotus with your eyes closed. And we'll all place our hands together at heart center. Bring our hands to our lips and we speak kind words to one another, especially now. Between our eyes, known as our third eye, but also known as our intuition, that we think kind thoughts of others, but we also think kind thoughts of ourselves. Back to heart center, that the light in me acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you get a great rest. I hope you have a great week. And again, my name is Susan Coffey. If you want to email me at any time, you can find me at soulpurposeyoga@gmail.com. And the soul being the Latin version of sun, S-O-L. Good night, everybody. Peace.